Hello, hi, namaste. This is Surabhi, your master teacher of chemistry at Vedantu, and I'm so sorry I am late. Hello. I'm so sorry for that. I don't know, there was some issue with the streaming thing. Can you all see me now? Thank you. Hello, Sanvi. Hey, Randir. Hey, Mohammed. Acha, you're Anish? Hello. Hey, Manvi. Hi, Srilata. We'll make it easy for you, Sudarshanji. Do not worry. Hey, Durga. Hey, Krishna. Hey, Komal. Welcome to this session, people. So let's get started. Shall we start? I'm good. अरे पहले let me teach you something, then we can go for Menti. हाँ, you know, right? So Menti होगा. But सब्र तो करो. Thank you, Dakshita. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay then. Let's start. So, in the last session, that is yesterday's session, we studied about the unique nature of carbon, right? Then, today we'll study about types of organic compounds. So, what are the types of organic compounds? So, yesterday I had told you about hydrocarbons, right? So, what are hydrocarbons? If you just split it, hydrogen and carbon, the carbon compounds containing only hydrogen and carbon, they are called as hydrocarbons. Okay, yes, there will be a Menti. Their derivatives are classified then. So hydrocarbons, for example, you have CH4. Okay, that is 4H. See, actually the atoms will be in the 109 degree, but we will just write it as a straight chain thing. So if I replace this hydrogen with some other group, for example OH, so this is when I'll get an alcohol group, right? So basically whatever the other compounds are there, they are the derivatives of hydrocarbons. Can I say that? Yes? हाँ, homologous series भी मिलेगा. Yes, what if they are heteroatoms? That's what they are called as functional group. See, alcohol, carboxylic acid, ether, halide, ester, cyano group. So the group of heteroatoms which have replaced the hydrogen atom from hydrocarbon, which are conferring some different properties to that compound, they are called as functional group. Okay, right? It's understood. Why is it called as functional group? Because of the presence of those heteroatoms, this compound has got some different chemical properties. Okay. Yes. So now what are the examples of organic compounds? You have methane, ethane, propane. See, what is the difference? One carbon atom. है ना? So obviously with the increase in number of carbon atoms, there will be change in the number of hydrogen atoms also. So this is methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol. So what exactly is this all? What is this nomenclature and all that we'll study. But you can see that again, methanol to ethanol, there is a difference of one carbon atoms, right? Yes, this is for class 10. So how can you define a functional group? A functional group is an atom. It can be either an atom or a group of atoms, generally heteroatoms, that define the structure. That is, so if, for example, methanol has certain chemical properties or alkene is undergoing addition reaction. Why? That is because of the presence of those particular atom or group of atoms. So that is the reason it is called as functional group. Understood, everyone? Yes? Clear Ji? Haan, alcohol is a functional group, dear. Hi Tanzila, I'm good. Okay. So examples for functional group. You might have seen this compound CH3Cl or carbon tetrachloride. See what we have done, we have replaced hydrogen atom with the heteroatoms, halides, chloride or bromide, aldehyde, CHO, alcohol OH and carboxylic acid is COOH. Do not worry, I'll give you the table for functional groups separately. Okay? So I want you to understand what exactly is a functional group. Why is it called so? Because these are the atoms or group of atoms which are conferring some properties, some additional properties to that compound. If a compound is having certain chemical properties, that is because of the presence of those set of atoms. So that is the reason it is called as functional group. Yes? Okay. So alkanes do not contain any functional group. Of course, give me an example of alkane, people. Let's see. Hey Asmi, hey Aditya, hey Komal, I'm good. Give me an example of alkanes. Methane, acha, methane. CH4, right? So CH, H, H, H. Do you see any atom other than carbon and hydrogen here? Cl or H4. So do we see any functional group? Yes or no? No, right? So alkanes, they do not contain any functional group. Then we might say, ma'am, alkenes or alkynes, maybe there are no functional groups. Yes. So if there are no functional group in a compound, but if there is a multiple bond, that is double or triple bond, then that will be considered as a functional group. So alkene mein there is a double bond and in alkyne there is a triple bond. So these double bond and triple bond will be considered as the functional group, but it is given the least priority. Cool? Yes? Okay? ठीक. Now, what are the characteristics of a functional group? For example, you have alcohol, you have carboxylic acid, esters, ethers, cyano, chloride, bromide, so many functional groups. Then what are the characteristics of functional groups? So, compounds containing same functional group are kind of similar because imagine, okay, try to understand. They all have same functional group and we just now discussed that these functional groups are the atoms, so which is giving them some specific chemical properties. So if all the atoms X, Y, Z have same functional group, don't you think their chemical properties also has to be similar? Yes or no? Hanji? Yepo? Pakka? So that exactly is the reason compounds containing the same functional group are similar. So compounds of the same functional group are identified using the same set of type of sets. For example, alcohols. So the moment I say alcohol, we are like methanol, ethanol hai, propanol hai, butanol. So or maybe alkanes, methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, right? So these are the set of compounds having same functional group, right? That's what we say. I never put, I'll say carboxylic acid. Why will I write methanol and ethanoic acid together? Of course, they do have separate functional groups, different functional groups. Obviously, they won't be similar at all, right? So the physical and chemical properties of the compounds of different functional group, you only tell me. So do you think alcohol and carboxylic acids, they have similar chemical properties? One has the functional group OH and the other one has C double bond OOH. What do you think? No, right? Why? The answer is very simple, Are, because they have different functional groups. Obviously, their physical and chemical properties will be different. Hai na? Right? Nope. Yup, you're right. Oh, got it. Now you got it. Very good. Na ji, na, kyun ji? Okay. The characteristics of functional group. There exists a homologous series of compounds containing a particular type of function. Someone was saying, ma'am, what is this homologous series? For example, I'll talk about alcohols. So, jo bhi compounds hai with alcohol is a functional group. So, they all belong to alcohol family. Say, I am Surabhi Ravi Kumar, my sister Sunaina Ravi Kumar, my mom Sumana Ravi Kumar, and my dad Ravi Kumar. So we all belong to same family because we have the same surname, right? है ना? Got it? So Sanvi Yadav and even her siblings and her parents' name will also might end with Yadav. So they all belong to the same group, same family, right? In the same way, if the organic compounds are having the same functional group, I can group them together. And instead of family तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही deep है, so we'll call them as homologous series. क्या हुआ जी? है ना? Okay. Very good. So example of a series: alcohol, carboxylic acid. So you give me anything, so I can just give the list of the compounds with same functional group, so they will belong to the same homologous series. What happened, Shizuka? So these are the common functional groups. Okay. So I'm not saying these are the only functional groups. There are many. So some common functional groups which you have to know is alcohol. The functional group is OH. Okay. So if you see OH, then you have to know that acha, this is an alcohol functional group. So its name ends with OL. Ethanol, methanol, propanol, right? OL. Why? Because it will have a alcohol functional group. And phenol is basically this whole compound is known as phenol. Okay, so you can add some substituents here and all that. So right now we won't be studying about these aromatic compounds. So that is basically phenol. You should know what exactly is phenol. And ether, see this oxygen linked to the other carbon groups. Which one, dear? So here we are not talking about the homologous series yet. I'm not saying phenol and alcohol are homologous. है ना? Got it? Do not get confused. I'm not saying alcohol and phenols are homologous. We are only discussing about the different functional groups here. I'll tell you about the homologous series. Do not worry how it will differ by CH2 unit and all that. Okay. So aldehyde में होता है CHO functional group, CHO, and its name ends with the suffix we use is al. See, that is the difference between ol and al. Propanol, ethanol, methanol. Okay. So OL में alcohol functional group. If the name is ending with the suffix AL, then it should contain an aldehyde group. See, R is, so what happens, no? If there are any alkyl groups, for example, CH3, C2H5, C3H7, so those alkyl groups, so we will just represent using the alphabet R. In organic chemistry, if you are seeing ROH or RCOOH, R means an alkyl group. You can add CH3 if you want, C2H5, anything. Yes. Hanji, very good. So ketones का functional group है C double bond O. So if sometimes we don't even write R, okay? So I'll just write these small dashes and I'll just leave it. That means it is understood that this group has been bonded with the other two carbon atoms. The chain will continue. That is something you have to understood. It is something understood. Okay. So carboxylic acids functional group is C double bond O OH, and the name ends with oic acid. That this is the suffix. For example, methanoic acid, ethanoic acid, propanoic acid. Okay. Esters are basically C double bond O OR. See, instead of H, I have replaced H with an alkyl group. COOH is an acid. COOR is an ester. See, because sometimes before this nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature, so people were just naming the compounds based on their origin and sometimes the taste or its properties. So that is the reason common name is known as acetic acid. Okay. So hydrocarbons. See, I have told you hydrocarbons are compounds. They are made up of only carbon and hydrogen. So its molecular formula can be CXHY. X and Y can be any number, right? But CX, C and H ke alawa, there won't be anything in such compounds. So hydrocarbons are the compounds that are made up of only carbon and hydrogen. Yes, R is an alkyl group. I'll tell you about a Shizuka. So in the next session, we'll start the nomenclature. I'll explain in detail. So hydrocarbons, what are the properties? They are regarded as the parent organic compound. Why parent? See, because if I have CH4, from CH4, you know how many compounds I can get? CH3OH, alcohol, okay, CH3HCOH, acid, and maybe CH3Cl, chloromethane. So all these compounds, they are the basically derivatives of methane, right? So can I call this as a parent compound? Because even in biology you study, right, parent cell, it will be divided into daughter cells and all that. In the same way, so the CH4, by replacing the hydrogen atoms, the only thing we are doing is by replacing the hydrogen atoms, we are getting different kinds of compounds. That is the reason. So the hydrocarbons are regarded as the parent compounds. Okay? CCl4 also. Okay. Yes, hoga ji, quiz hoga. And then carbon tetrachloride. See what has happened. So they took methane, which is an hydrocarbon. See children, let me explain it again. Hydrocarbon, they are regarded as parent organic compound. Why? Why are they parent? Because from the parent only we will get the daughter cells, right? In the same way, I have methane. By replacing the hydrogen atoms with some different groups, I can get different products, right? Different compounds. That is the reason it is regarded as the parent compound. Yes, this is a substitution reaction. Okay. Now, what are the classifications? So, hydrocarbons has been classified into aliphatic and cyclic or closed chain compound. So, aliphatic is straight chain compound. This is aliphatic. Okay. So, straight chain or the branch chain. Cyclic or closed chain is basically, this is. So in mathematics, you have been learned this is a triangle. But here in chemistry, it is cyclopropane. So based on the arrangement, based on the structure, so the hydrocarbons mainly it has been classified into aliphatic or open chain. Aliphatic and open chain means the same. Cyclic or closed chain. And further, aliphatic or open chain compounds has been classified into saturated, unsaturated, and closed chain has been further classified into alicyclic, aromatic. See this, the straight chain one, they are called as aliphatic. Cyclic is the closed chain. This is cyclopropane. Just is high. Acha. Now, so unsaturated compounds everyone knows. Now what are saturated hydrocarbons? Tell me. So saturated hydrocarbons are the compounds where the carbon के बीच में there is only single bond, right? So a hydrocarbon with single bond, only single bond between the carbon atoms, they are called as saturated hydrocarbons. Whereas unsaturated means double bond or triple bond hoga. So unsaturated में again you have two types, alkenes and alkynes. So alkenes, they are also called as olefins, and alkynes ka there is no general name. Okay. Yes. Paraffins. Single bond. So alkane, it is the simplest hydrocarbon, right? Because there are no double bond, multiple bonds, nothing. And it can be represented by the general formula CnH2n plus 2. See, this is something which you have to remember, the general formulas of alkane, alkene and alkyne. Because I don't want you to sit and memorize the whole names, right? Methane, ethane, propane. Do not. And its molecular formula CH4, C2H6, C3H8. Do not do that. So once you know the number of carbon atoms, so apply this, use this formula and then figure out the molecular formula. Why do you have to memorize the whole thing? Right? Yes. Hanji, that is also possible. See this compound, right? So this is called as neopentane. This is called as neopentane. So if you have to know its IUPAC nomenclature, it will be 2,2 dimethyl propane. I'll tell you. Yep. Okay. So these are alkanes. You can see there is only a single bond between carbon and carbon. So all the valency, the 4 valencies of carbon has been satisfied by the single covalent bonds. And what about unsaturated? So where all the 4 valencies are not satisfied by single covalent bond. So there are double or triple bond. So by single bond, no, its valency has not been satisfied. So that is the reason in the last session I told you about, right? The different kinds of overlapping, I guess. है ना? I've told you, right? About the different kind of pi bond, sigma bond. So that is the reason, as by only formation of single bond, if the valency cannot be satisfied, then there will be formation of double or triple bond, and such kind of compounds, they are called as unsaturated compounds. Very good. So alkenes and alkynes are unsaturated. So if there is a triple bond, it is alkyne. If there is a double bond, alkene. See, if I write, okay, tell me which kind of compound is this? It belongs to alkene or alkyne category? Alkyne? Not ene? Propine or propene? Alkene, not alkyne. See, look at the suffix. It is YNE, and look at the suffix here. It is YNE. So it has to be an alkyne, right? Very good. Come on, give me a high five. Good job. See, look, see, very simple children. If you know how to analyze the compound properly, acha, you have probe. That means 3 carbon atoms hai. And then look at the suffix, it is YNE. So YNE is the suffix of which kind of compounds? Which homologous series? It is alkyne, right? Very good. Alkaline, no, alkaline is the basic solution. From the organic to directly we're jumping into inorganic now. Okay. So now if you want to compare the saturated and unsaturated compounds. See, saturated mein all the 4 valency of carbon has been satisfied with single bond. But here it's not the case, right? So valency of at least 2 carbon atoms are not fully satisfied by the hydrogen atoms. So that means there will be multiple bond. And this is joined by single covalent bond. Carbon atoms are here. In case of unsaturated, they can be joined by double or triple bond. And as the valency has been satisfied by the formation of single bond, so saturated compounds are less reactive. They do not want to react because all the electrons has been, participated. They have participated in the bonding and its valency has been satisfied. That makes the saturated organic compounds less reactive. Okay. Hey Tanmay, we are more reactive, not we unsaturated compounds. So we are also very reactive, right? So unsaturated compounds, they are very reactive because of the electron in the double triple bond. So that is the reason which is not very stable, which is not very strong. So that can be easily broken. That makes the unsaturated compounds more reactive. We are also very. What are alkyl? See, for example, CH4 hai. Okay, CH4 is methane. You all agree? Everyone knows. So remove an hydrogen atom from CH4. What will you get? CH3, right? You will get CH3. So that CH3 is called as methyl. So from an alkane, remove an hydrogen atom. So whatever the product you are getting, that will be an alkyl group. Yes. And the general formula of alkenes are CnH2n and alkyne is CnH2n minus 2. Multiple bond. Very good. Hey Tanmay, welcome. Yes, Manvi. Okay. next is closed chain or cyclic. So these compounds contain 3 or more carbon atoms. You cannot say, ma'am, chain compound, cycloethane. How can you form a chain with only 2 carbon atoms? Tell me. Right? It's not at all possible, right? Minimum 3 carbon atoms तो होना चाहिए, है ना? You agree? हाँ, benzene, अच्छा. Hanji, right? So for example, the cyclic, the compounds, it starts with cyclopropane. Minimum 3 carbon atoms has to be there. Okay. And then even in the cyclic or closed chain hydrocarbons, it has been classified into alicyclic aromatic. Now, what is the difference? Because there can be only one type of chain, right? Then what is this alicyclic aromatic? Any idea? Acha, you like, okay, we'll take cyclobutane also. Yes, CnH2n plus 1 is the general formula of alkyls. Alkyl groups, ठीक है? No idea? हाँ, get an idea. Stability, acha, it's about stability, that's what Aditi is saying. Yep, benzene. I didn't ask you, name one aromatic compound. That everyone knows benzene. But tell me, what might be the difference? Alicyclic aromatic. Inge binge bonge, there are no options here. So alicyclic hydrocarbons, so they are cyclic, but their properties will be similar to hydrocarbons because there are no multiple bonds here. Okay, and these aromatic compounds, no, they are very much different. For example, you have benzene here. So what we think is, as it has double bond, it must act as a alkene, right? No. It should undergo addition reaction. No, it will undergo substitution reaction. Bapre. So their properties are not at all similar to hydrocarbons. So these are the cyclic hydrocarbons containing a chain of 3 or more carbon atoms, and their properties will be similar to the aliphatic hydrocarbons. Okay, for example, cyclopropane, cyclopentane, hexane. So very easy, children. So count the number of atoms. Okay, 3 atoms are there. So we know that 3 means propane, and as it's a closed chain, what should you add? Cyclo must be added as a prefix. Okay. Oh. Alicyclic is closed. Alicyclic is also closed. There is a difference between alicyclic and aromatic. See, so for example, alicyclic hydrocarbons, as I told you before, these aromatic compounds, no? So here you will have benzenoid, non-benzenoid compounds. So their properties will be very much different from the hydrocarbons. Yes, alicyclic can also have double bonds. Why is aromatic? I'll tell you because of its properties. Okay. So you can have cycloalkynes, cycloalkenes, cycloalkanes with respect to alicyclic. Now coming to aromatic. So these hydrocarbons contains at least one benzene ring. Sometimes there are compounds without benzene ring also, but generally they will contain a benzene ring. So for example, what exactly is benzene? So you must have seen this, right? Benzene compound, have you? Or heard about it? So sometimes you will write it like this. It looks like a bird nest. Yes? So this is what is benzene. So what happens here is, why is it so special? Why is it not regarded as alicyclic? Because it also have multiple bond. There also we have multiple bond. So what happens here is, so you can see the alternative single and double bond, no? So you are like, ma'am, it's here. By the time you are showing me the double bond, it won't be there. It will just move on to this one. So these double bonds are like constantly they are moving around in the chain, stabilizing the compound. If it is not moving, then we must have told, acha, this is also alicyclic. But these double bonds, no, to become stable, so they will just keep moving around. So we will write something called as resonance structure. I'll just show you one, so you can see the difference. Okay? See the positions where I have written the double bond. But Now I have written it like this. 1, 2, 3. Can you see the position of the double bonds? I have changed it, right? Now, see, there will be this electron cloud, okay? There will be electron cloud. This is basically 3D compound. You have to understand, you have to imagine. So these electron pairs, they'll keep moving, about which you will study in 12th standard, I guess. Okay. See, electrons are not something, like, yes, you are mine now, I won't let you go, nothing like that, right? If a compound has to be stable, it will do whatever it can. See, benzene is, so generally the compounds will be, three-dimensional, but benzene is planar structure, but these electron clouds will be there, upar and iska niche. ठीक है? This is planar. Benzene is a planar compound. Okay? Chal. So these are, but don't you think, why are they called as aromatic? Because we know what is aroma, right? Why are they called as aromatic? Because these compounds, they usually have this very nice aroma. So that is the reason commonly it has been called as aromatic compounds or arenes. Okay. No, Tanmay, nothing like that. Dil Bichara, no dear, I have not watched it. See, benzene, okay, imine. So these all have, if you see, they all have benzene ring, right? So these, as I told you, the electrons will keep moving around to stabilize the compound. So this is the difference. See, aromatic may, so what happens here is the properties, it's about the property. Okay, so having carbon-carbon single and double bond. See, you can see here in our case alicyclic. I'll show you that also. See, we are not writing it as this is double bond here and then single bond. No, right? You cannot see alternative single and double bond. So this is the major difference between alicyclic and aromatic hydrocarbons. Okay? So most of these compounds have this pleasant smell. That is the reason they are called as aromatic hydrocarbons. Yes, organic solvents, yes. Hey Lakshmi, hey Shobha. Yes, Shobha, very soon we'll be coming up with that too. Now let's quickly summarize. So carbon compounds, organic compounds. So hydrocarbons kya hai? So which contain only carbon and hydrogen. Again, it has been classified into aliphatic and cyclic compound. So aliphatic mein you will get alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, that is saturated, unsaturated. In this cyclic you will find another classification, that is alicyclic and aromatic compounds. So do not worry, I know you will have lots of questions. Why? How does it move? And what is the stabilization? What will happen? About which you will study in detail in your higher sessions. Okay. Alkenes, of course, cycloalkenes is also there. How will you name this? Thank you. है ना? Okay. So कोने से top result आएगा. As you know, we have got the best result. You can see 548 ranks across India. So 268 ranks in top 10,000 when it comes to JEE, and even NEET also 27 students have scored above 600. And 46 students above 550, and 10th and 12th also. See, 171 students scored above 90 in 10th standard, and 157 students have scored above 90 in their 12th standard. So bestest results from online classes, JEE, NEET, and 10th and 12th. So even if you want me to show your photos also, so enroll now for JEE, NEET repeaters batch, as well as if you want to enroll into 10th and 12th batches also. So 3 p.m. every Sunday, 25th October to 29th November, grades from 6th to 13th. Okay, now coming to what is an alkyl group. So many of you asked me, right? So very simple, you take an alkane. See, we have shown you in the formula. So equation form, take an alkane, remove an hydrogen, you will end up getting alkyl group. Okay? Yep. So an alkyl group is obtained by removing one atom of hydrogen from an alkane molecule. I'll take C2H6, which is ethane, and I'll remove one hydrogen. I'll get C2H5, which is ethyl. See, the ethyl groups, it's end with YL. YL. Okay. So the general formula is, as I told you before, CnH2n plus 1 is the general formula, because general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. Right? Okay. Now the homologous series. So for someone, Mama, it differs by CH2 unit, CH2 unit. Yes. So homologous series is a group of organic compounds having a similar structure and similar chemical properties. Why will they have similar chemical properties? Because they all have same functional group. So for example, you can tell me CH3OH, C2H5OH. Can you tell me what is the difference CH3OH and C2H5OH के बीच में? What is the difference? Addition या subtraction कुछ कर लो. CH2, very good. Okay, now C3H7OH. What about this? What is the difference between C2H5OH and C3H7? Again, CH2. So the successive compounds, that is the compound which comes next, which comes after, so they both will differ by the CH2 unit group. And the homologous series में जो भी compounds हैं, they are called as homologs. They will have similar chemical properties. Methane, ethane, propane, they are all the homologs of alkane homologous series. Now what are the characteristics? One is CH2 group. They differ by the successive units. They differ by CH2 group, and CH2 group का atomic mass क्या होता है? 14 unit, right? Because carbon is 12 plus 2 hydrogen, so 14 unit. Whenever they ask you, they will ask what is the difference in molecular mass between these two successive homologs. It will be always 14 children. Okay. And they will have the same general formula. For example, alkane CnH2n plus 2, alkene CnH2n, alkyne CnH2n plus minus 2. I'm sorry. Okay. See, the physical properties won't be same. Do not write the physical and chemical properties of the homologs will be same. No. Because what happens, there will be gradual change in the physical properties. As the molecular mass increases, so there will be change in the physical properties like the density, its melting point and boiling point and all that. Okay. So the physical properties, see, chemical properties will be similar, but the physical properties will be changed gradually when you go down the group as the molecular mass, the molar mass increases, so there will be change in the physical properties too. Okay, see, boiling point. What is happening? The boiling point of the compounds, it is increasing, right? Methane is minus 161.4 degrees Celsius, but pentane is 36.2 degrees Celsius. So with the increase in molar mass, we can see the gradual change in their physical properties also. So density is mass by volume, dear. So all the members of the homologous series can be prepared by the same general method. So if I want to prepare alcohol, so I'll take some halides, methyl halides or alkyl halides. So if I treat with the aqueous potassium hydroxide, see, if you take the concentrated potassium hydroxide, the difference will be the reaction will be different. You will get some alkenes. No, we want alcohol. So you have two homologs here, methyl bromide, ethyl bromide. I want to get methanol and ethanol from these compounds. treat them with potassium hydroxide, which is aqueous in nature, so you will end up getting the same product. So if you learn the general reaction, that's enough, because all those compounds belonging to the same homologous series can be prepared by the same general method. Cool? Okay. So these are the examples of homologous series: alkanes, alkenes, alcohols, carboxylic acid. See, methane, ethane, propane, butane. Ethene. See, there is no such compound called as methane or methane is not there. Please do not get confused. With single carbon, how will you form double bond? With what? Right? So double bond, triple bond compound made, the first homolog will be ethene and ethine respectively, not methane or methane. No, we are trying to prepare here the alcohols, right? Okay. So these are the examples of homologous series. Now, what is the significance? What is the importance of the homologous series? The nature of any member. So if you want to know, okay, what are the properties and all that, so if you only look at the few compounds, you will be able to know what are the properties of these compounds, because one thing we know so is that they will have same functional groups, so their chemical properties will also be similar, right? Knowledge of homologous series is useful for the synthetic study. I want to synthesize something. So if I know about the homologous series, if I know so what exactly is present and what is the difference and all that, so it will be very easy for me to synthesize the compounds. Okay. So in organic compound, see, the alkyl group determines the physical properties. For example, what is the difference? CH3 hai, there will be another CH3, CH3, CH3. Ethane. So now there is a difference between these two. How? Physically. Physical properties will be different, but the chemical properties is determined by the presence of the functional group. Okay, so alkyl groups, it determines the physical properties, whereas the functional group, it will determine the chemical properties. Yep. See, what are halides? For example, so if it is an halogen group, for example chloro or fluoro group, so if it has been attached to an alkane, so that compound will be called as halide. For example, alkyl halides, that is the general name, methyl chloride or methyl bromide. Okay, interesting, I know, right? Yes, they are halides, Tanmay, very good. After these, lovely. Okay, so in the next session, I know you're all looking forward for it. It is nomenclature. So there will be 2 sessions meant only for nomenclature, because I know many of you find it difficult. So let's study in detail about the nomenclature, and then we'll study about what exactly is isomerism also. Then we'll be done with this chapter. Now you all want to play Menti? No? Bye. Gee, this is ICSE, no? Oh, no. Yes, Pakka. You don't want Menti, you are wish. Achha. Kya baat hai. So just give me a minute. I'll just where is Menti? Okay. Yes, can you all see? This is helpful for CBSE students also. Oh, I'm really happy that you understand that. You cannot see the question, right? What am I doing? Oh. Okay, is it fine now? Yeah. So go to www.menti.com and use the code 9843786. Go to www.menti.com. Use the code 9843786. Homologous series, okay? Joined? Fast. Hanji will start. Wait. Let everyone join. Hey Manit. But these topics are similar than mine. Okay? So this is something which even you have to know. The CBSE students also has to know. I'm telling the wrong code. No, it's 9843786. Sir, 786. It's not 789, it is 786. 9843786 is the code. Done. Okay. Hanji, yeah. हो गया? Sanju? Okay, chalo then I'll start. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Join people. Oh. Wait, yes, I'm waiting. Come on. Start. Okay. So till then, if you want to take up the Pro subscription and don't know how, just visit the link given in the description box, and do not forget to use the coupon code SURPRO. They will ask the coupon code, how in Zomato. So if you have some offers, what is it called, promo codes and all that, in the similar way they'll ask you for the coupon code. You do not forget to use SURPRO to get additional 20% discount. Okay, get the shoe. I see alien, lion, and ghost, fire, burger. Okay. Swiggy. Which among the following is not an example of a cyclic compound? Acetaldehyde, ethane, isobutane, cyclopropane. Cyclic, acyclic. What is the difference? Think. Wrong. You got confused. That's okay. You want me to confuse you? Donut is you. 3, 2, 1, and time up. GG. Wait. I told you cyclic, acyclic. Cyclic means cyclopropane is right there. The question was which among the following is not an example of acyclic. So these are acetaldehyde, ethane, iso. They are not closed chain compounds. So they are acyclic or aliphatic. But this is cyclopropane, which is a closed chain compound. It is not an example of acyclic compound. Right? है ना? Wrong हो गया. You didn't use inky pinky ponky. Got it, no? Is it clear? इस क्वेश्चन तो छोड़ दो. It's clear now, right? The difference, they are completely opposite. हाँ, हो गया. LOL हो गया. LOL हो गया. Okay. Ashley, Montana, Paramatma, Sushen, Surabhi. Hi Surabhi here. Suchi, Amriel, Sanvi, Inky Pinky Fonky, Surabhi, Mammal. What is that? Mammal? His best. Haryanvi, Chori, Diksha. Ooh. Well, who is that Surabhi? Huh? So, as compared to its parent alkane, an alkyl radical contains 1. This is a easy peasy question. Do not use inky pinky ponky. So contains one less carbon, less hydrogen, more carbon, more hydrogen. One less, yeah, one more. Carbon, yeah, hydrogen. So someone is saying B, someone is saying C. You think B, C, B, easy. Okay. C. Methane, methyl. CH4, CH3, right? So what is the difference? One less hydrogen, no? है ना? One less hydrogen, right? So as compared to its parent alkane, an alkyl radical contains one less hydrogen. See, alkane का general formula है CnH2n plus 2. But alkyl का general formula है CnH2n plus 1. So one less hydrogen. Right? Correct. Oh, that's okay. Shobha got it right. Very good. What he? CnH2n plus 1 is the general formula. Very good. So on the leaderboard we have Ashley, Surabhi, Paramatma, Suchi, Amriel, Satvika, Surabhi. Ma'am is best. No, please put your name so that I'll be proud. Sudarshan, hello ma'am. Hello. Oh, Sanvi, giving you wonky. Dr. Centipede. Nice, interesting names, huh? Okay. Next question. What is it? Hey Shrishti. Which of the following is wrong about compounds in a homologous series? Wrong about compounds in a homologous series. Have similar chemical properties, have similar physical properties, have similar chemical formula, can be identified by similar test. Which of the following is wrong about compounds in a homologous series? Easy, no? What are the characteristics of homologous series? Pakka? Okay, let's see. You still have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Very good. So there will be gradual change in the physical properties of the compounds belonging to the same homologous series, because as the molar mass increases, there will be change in the physical properties too. Very good. Oh, wrong. Come on, give me a high five. Very good, very good, very good. Not happy? Okay. So here is the leaderboard. On the leaderboard, we have Ashley, Surabhi, Paramatma, Suchi, Tanush, Surabhi ma'am is best, Sanvi, Sudarshan, Diya. Hey Diya, Sudhakar. Okay, what am I supposed to do with this? Should I say Surabhi has won? Congratulations from Surabhi. That's okay. So it was you. Who is Surabhi, by the way? Surabhi ma'am won. Please congratulate me. That's nice. That's nice. So congratulations everyone. I'm sure the session was fun, and your homework will be, you just have to type and send the general formulas of alkane, alkene, alkyne as well as alkyl, which is very, very important. I want you to remember it. So write down in the comment section and let me know how was the session also. Okay. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. See, after this, at the end of the chapter, we'll have a separate session meant for Menti only. Yes, of course, Sanju. Okay? Don't worry about it. Okay, chalo people, as you know, do not forget to like and subscribe if you are here for the first time, and if you want to take up the pro subscription or if you want to join our Telegram group, both the links are available in the description box. So thank you so much. Till now it was Surabhi, your master teacher of chemistry at Vedantu, whose code is SurPro. Bye bye, take care. I'll see you.